Welcome, my friends, and today we're very, very happy to be up on Merrimack Street in North Woburn with Mike. He's the owner of this facility, but we're going to talk a little bit about the location and other things relative to the restaurant itself. Now, Michael, the owner, that's a lot of responsibility, huh?
Yes, sir.
Where do you live?
North Andover.
North Andover. How do you ever end up in Woburn?
Wow. Funny enough, we just kind of stumbled on this place.
Really?
It was random. It was random. My partner, who unfortunately is not here today, was kind of messing around. We were looking for a space to do some of our catering out of. In the middle of the night, he was on the computer and kind of popped up on his screen. And I came down in a rainstorm in May last year and looked at the space, and all, the base, the guts of the place were here. The kitchen was here. The equipment was here.
Oh, really?
And it's a great location, in amongst all these businesses and offices, and all of those people got to eat every day, and quick access to the highways. So we ended up here. It ended up working out. It should be in just right.
All we got to do now is hang in here till, of course, I think business, by the looks of the facility, is beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Clean as a whistle. Everybody's here scrubbing and doing after you close for the day. So now, if you can hang in for a couple of years, when the bridge gets built, boy, you're going to be a busy guy.
That'd be a dream. I'll tell you what.
Busy guy. Somebody will say, how do you do that? How do you plan that? But that's a good idea. So now, as far as the restaurant is concerned, it's what the location is on Merrimack Street.
On Merrimack Street, on the corner of Merrimack and North Maple.
North Maple. So for Woburn people, that's down the end of Merrimack, almost at the end of Merrimack.
Down the end of Merrimack, yep.
Okay, so that's good.
It's just off of New Boston if you're coming in from Mishawum from that way.
Yeah. So what are we going to do? Let's start off with the hours of operation. Let's say what?
Hours. Monday through Friday only for now.
Yep.
6:30 in the morning. 6:30 to 10:30 is breakfast every day, and then 10:30 to 3:30 is lunch Monday through Friday.
Okay, that's good. So what do you? All right. Let me look at my little sheet here. Make sure I cover all of these questions that I have written down.
Let's do it.
We'll make sure we cover everything. We got plenty of parking.
Plenty of parking.
We got a website.
Plenty of parking. If there's no parking, I'll park your car for you.
Yeah, okay. What about a website?
Don't take offense, the Woburn people. It's revolutionkitchenboston.com.
Oh, that's okay. We have some of those. We did some of those before. They like to be from Boston. Who wants to be from?
So it's www.revolutionkitchenboston.com.
Now that'll be on. They'll put that right up on all of the film as it goes.
Perfect.
Okay. Phone number. That's of course.
Yep.
That's if people call, say I need a reservation, or you want to do what?
No, just takeout. A lot of takeout, pickup stuff. They call in, for, hey, I'll come pick up 6 sandwiches or something for their office or for lunch or whatever it is. So it's 781-939-6977.
So how's business anyway?
It's good. People like it. People like it. We've only been open for, not even 4 months yet.
Really?
3.5
I heard
months.
today. I'm not afraid to brag about people when they're doing a good job, because I think that you deserve it. These people in the back here deserve it.
They work hard.
I saw somebody asked me this morning. I said, "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm going up to Merrimack Street to a restaurant called the Revolution." And they said that guy has the best pulled pork sandwich in the state. I said, "Oh, there you go.
That's great to hear.
That's why we're going there."
That's it.
You know what I mean?
That's
good.
We do a lot of stuff like that. That's different. That's different than a lot of the standard stuff you find around. Like we make the pulled pork here. We do beef brisket. We make that here.
Yeah.
We make the roast beef here. We make the turkey tenderloins here. We don't just use sliced turkey, from the deli meat style. So we do a lot of cooking here.
Where do you get the recipes from? Grandma?
It's the Chef Rob back there.
He invents it all, huh?
He cooks from the gut, man. Yeah.
Oh, good. That's a good guy to know, too.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
He doesn't look like a guy who's scared of a sandwich.
No,
So
I said anybody that's got a little ponytail's all right with me, you know what I mean? That's good. So what are we going to do now? Let's figure this out. We know where the place is located. We're on Merrimack Street, right? Okay, and we don't know what hours we're going to be open. So, and the menu is basically on the wall, like this. You have specials every day?
We have specials every week, soups and salads. Soups from scratch, different soups from scratch every week, different salad every week, could kind of rotate with the season. And occasionally we'll throw in a new sandwich as a special, every couple of 3-4 weeks, something like that.
Which one's going out the door the most? The pulled pork?
I don't know, man. The BLT this time of year is going out.
Good, yeah.
BLT is going out. The turkey's always going out. Jive-ass turkey sandwich.
Yeah.
It's
Where do you
going-
get all these creative names for the food?
It's because we're crazy.
Just,
That's why.
Jesus, we'd have a great time in here, wouldn't we? Huh? Yeah, inventing all this stuff, having a great time inventing how to run a
We're having
restaurant.
fun. You know, that's the most
If you
important.
don't have any fun, it's
We're having fun over here. Like it's, you know, we're not upset to be here every day. We're happy to come in.
People, I say that people don't realize how hard the work is. You know what I mean? I mean, you have purveyors come in every day. Right? Every day, stuff is as fresh like it just
Yep.
got picked down the street.
Yeah.
So we're talking about the vegetables, the beef, the fish, or whatever you're gonna make. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's very, very important. And on the other side of the purveyors coming in every day with the fresh food, the wait staff is I'm sure is trained with all that other
Professionally
stuff.
trained. That's one thing that, like, we really focused on here is that it's not exactly a sit-down restaurant, but it's not exactly a sandwich shop either. It's somewhere in between. You know, it's casual and it's quick, but it's like real friendly and real personal, and it's, you know, the best sandwich on the block for sure.
Yeah, there's no question about that. There's no question about that. I think it's you know, the ambiance is not bad because you can stay here and watch. You can see people what they're doing and where they're cooking.
You can watch them hustle. You know, when there's
that's the way they were doing it now in this business.
Yep.
So you make it wide open.
That's it.
People want to be able to see what's going on. Yep, it's perfect.
Oh, people get into it. They watch. They ask questions. The chef's cranking away back there. You know, they're talking to him. He's hollering.
Yeah.
So they have a good time. People have a good time.
Yeah,
with
that's what they want.
Yep.
So we got enough local people. These guys over here must come across the street.
They come in twice a day sometimes. Yep.
That's good.
Yep.
That's good. Then let me think about there's another deal, big machinery dealer right down
Oh
here.
man, Sunbelt down there. Those guys. Yep.
What's that,
There's a
Volvo?
million people working. Yeah.
Yeah.
All these guys around here are working. That's Monday through Friday. They all have to eat. You know, it's a good location for that. There's
It's a
a
good
lot of
location.
people coming and going, and it's word of mouth right now. A lot, you know, the word's it's spreading. People are starting to kind of find
you've
out.
only been here a short period of time.
That's
yeah,
it.
I think that's great. That's just
That's
you know,
it.
It's great.
We actually, our neighbors down on, I think it's on 6th Road there, that Something Sweet Without Wheat. They make some real good gluten-free bread over there. They do some rolls for us for our gluten-free people that are coming in. You know, so they do great stuff. They're right around the corner.
Really?
And oh yeah, they do great pastries over there too for the gluten-free people. And our soups, we do a lot of them, you know, dairy-free. Somebody has an allergy like that. We don't use a whole lot of nuts. We're really careful about it. You know, we still give you the bacon and the brisket and all the stuff that everybody loves, but you know, we can accommodate anybody for sure.
That's an interesting part of the business because it's even more makes it more difficult. You know what I mean? Because you can't be worried about it, but it's
It's a
way
real
back
thing.
over here,
No,
you know,
it's a-
somebody gets sick, you say, "Oh, Jesus."
Yeah.
Say, where'd you get sick? Up the revolution. Yeah, but you didn't tell the guy you were gluten.
That's
You
it.
know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
the biggest problem with it. So that's very good. How many employees do we got here? There seems to be a lot of people in the back.
Right
there.
now, I think we got 5 people working part-time. The chef and I are full-time,
Yeah.
and a couple of part-timers stepping in. And we do a lot of catering, a lot of offices. We drop lunch to the offices. You know, somebody calls up.
So we'll cater for anything, though. Really.
Anything. Oh yeah. We'll do catering, breakfast,
Yeah.
lunch, dinner, and you know, in your home, in your business, whatever it is, your wedding. You know,
As long as there's money to be made, we'll do it.
That's it.
And it'll be wonderful.
it'd be wonderful.
I'm sure.
That'd be
it will
wonderful.
I'm sure it will.
Oh no.
That's good. That's good. So
No, we
what
put
about
our-
breakfast? What do we have for breakfast? Just regular all
Breakfast
kinds of
sandwiches,
breakfast.
more
Breakfast
straightforward
sandwiches?
breakfast sandwiches, kind of classic stuff. We do a couple of veggie breakfast sandwiches. We'll do a plate of eggs. You know, we'll make an omelet if somebody wants
Yeah.
it. But breakfast menu's simple. It's a little quieter in the morning time so far, you know. So we kept it a little simple for now. But he's got some tricks up his sleeve for the breakfast thing down the road, and
And you don't open on the weekend because everybody's off.
they're all off.
Yeah,
You want to
makes sense.
we'll make them work on Saturdays, Sundays. We'll be open.
Yeah.
They make them work 7 days.
Yeah.
We'll be open.
As soon as everybody's working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, yeah, I'll be open too. That's right. That's good. That's good. But that gives you an opportunity to go home and relax a
Yeah.
little bit.
We'll do some catering on the weekends. You know,
Oh, really?
I'm here. You
Yeah,
knock on
yeah.
the door, I'll be
Oh,
here.
that's what I mean. Yeah. That's what I mean about this type of business.
Yeah.
It's very difficult because,
Yeah.
you know, as many restaurants as we've been to, the owner, manager, whoever he is always there.
I'm always here.
Trying to fix something
That's it.
try to do it a little easier or whatever.
Yep.
That's the way it has to be.
Yep, you have to. You never won't make it if not. You have to be able to do that stuff. So you put the time in. You'll see when you
So-
taste it though. It's it's worth it. It's worth it. We like making people happy.
I'm going in the kitchen and he's gonna make me a BLT sandwich.
Yeah, and he's gonna make a knuckle sandwich.
A knuckle sandwich. That's part of the names of the food. That's when he said
so
that.
We got the sign over there. It's a knuckle sandwich.
Yeah, I said I didn't. When he said it in there, I said, well, a knuckle sandwich. What's he talking about? I said, 2:30 in the afternoon. I'm not eating pig's feet or some crazy thing like that.
No, man, you're in the office park.
Yeah.
It's blue collar. It's knuckle sandwich.
Knuckle
you know, like
sandwich. That's good.
That's it.
I like it. All right, why don't we go back in there and see what he's gonna do?
all right.
Here we are, now we're in the kitchen. And this young man, Rob, a graduate of Johnson & Wales, so he knows what he's been doing now.
right.
He's been doing this for a couple of weeks. So, so right now he's gonna make me a beautiful grilled BLT sandwich.
BLT Caprese.
BLT sandwich, it's gonna be perfect. 'Cause, I mean, that BLTs are like a universal type of sandwich, everybody loves it.
Exactly.
And then after we get through with that, what else?
We're gonna make the knuckle sandwich.
The knuckle sandwich, because we have a lot of strange names on sandwiches, so you got to come in here and look at the menu to know exactly what you're getting with a knuckle sandwich. right?
Exactly.
All right, go to work. Brother.
Thank you very much. So the BLT Caprese is, an approachable sandwich, something that people know, ingredients that people know, but this is my take on it. So it's sort of a cross between traditional BLT and a Caprese sandwich that you would get at an Italian restaurant.
Right.
So I actually took all of those ingredients and made my own version.
Yep.
So I start off with Iggy's bread. This is rosemary focaccia. I dress it with extra virgin olive oil. The olive oil helps just to impart some more flavor and also to get awesome grill marks. I grill all my bread for all of the sandwiches.
You grill all your bread for all your sandwiches?
For all the sandwiches. It just adds another dimension, another element of depth to each sandwich.
Yeah.
As that's going, I get bacon that I have blanched off, and I crisp it to order, so that way everybody gets all the sandwiches get a hot piece of bacon.
Oh, well, that's a good idea, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you cook 1,000 pieces and then give them all cold bacon on the sandwich, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's a good idea.
So this way it crisps it up. A lot of people like crispy bacon. This bacon is it's called North Country. It's from New Hampshire. It's double thick and a little bit heavier on the smoke, so it actually is a little bit better than your average bacon. So it's 3 pieces of bacon. It's actually like the equivalent of 6 pieces of bacon, of regular bacon. So once I get nice grill marks on both sides.
Yeah. Now, how hot is this that you can put that bread on there without burning?
I don't like to leave my grill all the way screaming hot because then everything would burn. This gives me enough time to get things situated while we're in a busy service.
Yeah.
And also to get the perfect grill marks without burning it. So instead of having it cranked all the way at 500, I'm at about 350, 375. So that way it gives a little bit of time to let the grill marks settle in without burning them.
Yeah. Good
My
idea.
bacon's almost ready. I always have a towel off to the side so that way I'm not adding, when you cook the bacon, it releases a lot of the grease. So that way I'm not putting all the grease in the sandwich too. Look at that, nice and crispy.
How do you guys ever get used to the heat?
You just-
it's August. for Christ's
I know, you just get used to it.
sake. You never get used to it.
That's the hardest part of our job, one of them. So once my bacon's ready, I pat it dry. Right here I have an herb mayo. So I take a mayo base. I chop a lot of fresh herbs, including chives, fresh thyme, parsley, lemon juice, lemon zest, a little bit of salt and pepper, and mayonnaise is the base.
Putting the mayonnaise on there first, that's the base.
That's the base of it, exactly.
Okay, that's a trade name in the industry. Huh? What are you going to use for base?
It's the herb mayo. 3 nice big pieces of our North Country bacon. I have fresh mozzarella. It's called Ovellini fresh mozzarella is the size.
Yeah.
In Italian, it's the size of an egg. Have 4 nice pieces there. Seasoning, which is the magic that some people don't do.
That's right.
This is kosher salt and fresh ground black pepper. And this is sort of what makes this unique. Instead of just slices of tomatoes, I make a tomato jam. So I take Roma tomatoes and marinate them with olive oil and fresh herbs like basil, parsley, oregano, a little balsamic, salt and pepper, roast them in the oven really slow, and then puree them with olive oil and a couple other secret ingredients. I can't give all my secrets away.
No.
And this is the tomato jam.
Now, we're going to use this again?
Not for this.
Not for this. You're
Not
going to
for
use
this.
it on the other sandwich?
No, if you want to eat it, you could have
Yeah, I
it.
want to taste it.
Absolutely. And then I take young lettuces. Around this time of year, I could get local, anywhere from Western Massachusetts, Berkshire, to New Hampshire at this point. I'll just dress them with extra virgin olive oil, salt, and pepper.
Well, you're not going to buy this in any store.
No,
that's
you're
for
not.
sure.
No, you're not.
Huh? Wow, that's pretty interesting.
Thank you very much. So
Besides interesting, it's good too.
yeah, thank you very much. That's the point. I'm glad you like it.
What else do you use it for?
We have a breakfast sandwich that we, it's a roasted
Put a little
tomato
bit on
and
there?
scallions. So I do grilled scallions for our breakfast sandwich. So this is the complete sandwich.
That looks like a lot of sandwich.
It is a lot of sandwich. It's a lot of bang for your buck, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So all of our sandwiches, in-house or takeaway, get a side of our house pickles. This is the B&B style pickle, so bread and butter. They're a little bit on the sweeter style pickle, which we make in-house.
You can see now how what these chefs do. You know, I mean, they all know how to cook. There's no question about that. But they all have a little artistic flair to them. You know, you bake the base with the mayonnaise, you put the bacon on there, the mozzarella, all the rest of that stuff. It's like he designed this sandwich just for me. You know, so that makes it interesting. All right, now Ron's taking over again. We're going through it the BLT, so now we're going to have a knuckle sandwich. And now this is going to be really interesting because as we go along, he's going to explain how these sandwiches get these names and why this particular sandwich is called a knuckle sandwich.
That's right, that's right. So this is a very unique sandwich. It's just kind of the ingredients came to me one day. We thought about the name, the knuckle sandwich, because we're in an industrial park area. We thought about sort of something hardcore for the blue collar workers that are around here, and you know, the knuckle sandwich. And so in the thought process of making it, I thought about beef and shredded beef and in its juices. And while you're eating it, the juices are kind of flowing down your knuckles. So it's kind of a double entendre. So I start with, once again, Iggy's bread and a little olive oil for flavor, and then grill.
I was just going to ask you about the olive oil. You put olive oil on every piece of bread you
On
toast up?
every piece of bread, unless somebody asks me not to,
Okay.
which is normally not the case. So
So basically, all the pieces of bread, whether it's a roll or a slice of bread, probably takes about the same amount of time. to
they
put
take around the
olive
same
oil.
amount of time. It's like
Yeah.
30, 40 seconds at the temperature that I have it,
Yeah.
so that we can get a nice grill flavor. So this is the beef brisket. So it's the cut of beef that you would get for St. Patty's Day. So instead of long slices,
Perfect.
Yep, perfect,
look at
nice
that.
grill. I get a sear on it, sort of my house blend of spices and seasonings, including garlic, ginger, allspice, chicken stock, fresh thyme, bay leaves. I get a sear on it to lock in the flavor, and then deglaze with cider vinegar, Worcestershire, and then add all of those the chicken stock base and all of the aromatics and let it simmer
yeah.
for hours. It goes for 4.5 to 5 hours, and basically at that point, the meat just starts to shred apart.
Really?
I reserve it in that cooking liquid, so it's just constantly getting better and better, and then I heat it up in that liquid.
What kind of heat, with that amount of time, what kind of heat you using?
I
mean, temperature-wise?
I do it on the stovetop,
okay.
so I do it to a simmer and then a very low simmer. So it is moving, but not rapidly moving, just enough to continue the cooking process, exactly.
Yeah.
So for the sandwich itself, the grilled bread, I do pieces of Munster cheese, which has nothing to do with Eddie Munster. It actually has to do with Munster, Germany. Some people are scared of it. They think it's going to be a very sharp or sort of offensive flavor to it. It's actually very mild, very creamy. So I put that on the bottom bun. When I put the beef over it, it starts to melt. It just gets very, very creamy. Doesn't have a flavor that takes away from the beef, just to give it that creaminess and exactly, cheesy creaminess. On the top bun, it's grilled scallion aioli. So once again, it's a mayo base. I do lemon juice and lemon zest. I take scallions with olive oil, salt, and pepper and grill them, get a nice char mark on them, let them cool, and then I chop them up and add them to the mayo. So you also get another element of depth with the grilled scallion as well. So once the sandwich is ready to go, come right out of that liquid, and I press it out. So I do press out the liquid. I'm not making the sandwich dry. I'm just making it so that the bottom bun doesn't sog.
Right.
If I don't press it out, then it's too soggy. But believe me, it's extremely juicy regardless. And that flavor is cooked in for hours and hours, so you're not gonna not get the flavor.
How do you feel about that? You're cooking for hours and hours and hours. It takes me 5 minutes to eat it.
That's all right. It's all the love. It's all the love. So for this sandwich, another version of our house-made pickles. This is the style of garlic and dill, but I do it with jalapeno, so it has a little spicy element to it. Same thing. It's not spicy where it's going to be burning your mouth and you're not going to taste everything else. Just a touch of heat, so that way it gives another layer of depth to it. So you have creaminess from the cheese, a nice grill flavor from the bread and from the scallions, a little bit of heat from the pickles, and the acidity from the pickles themselves. Look at that sandwich.
Is the base in the cheese going to keep the meat from flying all over the place?
Exactly, exactly. And just like all of our sandwiches, a little bit of our house pickles. And there you have it, our knuckle sandwich.
A knuckle sandwich. Perfect. There they are. A perfect job.
Thank you.
These are sandwiches that people who like to eat good sandwiches would come here to get.
Exactly.
Good job,
Thank
Rob.
you so much.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the most important part of the program, which I always say that because that's why we came here to eat.
That's the best part.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Now, everybody so far has done a magnificent job. And look at this. Look at this. I mean, this is a sandwich. This is not, the wife says, make me a sandwich for lunch. You get, this is a sandwich.
It's a sandwich.
Here. All right, so let's go. And while I'm taking a bite out of this sandwich, let's talk about Revolution Kitchen and catering, where it is, and some of that stuff that's important.
Just
as
go
far as
over
the
it
location,
again.
the menu, blah, blah.
Make sure they find us. Yep, you got it. So, again, it's Revolution Kitchen and Catering. It's 161 Merrimack, so all the way down the end of Merrimack Street.
All the way down the end,
Kind of just off of 38, and it's also just off of New Boston if you're coming in from that way. It's breakfast is Monday through Friday, 6:30 to 10:30 in the morning, and lunch is 10:30 to 3:30 in the afternoon. Monday through Fridays only right now. And our phone number, if you want to call and pick up 50 sandwiches or something like that, is 781-939-6977. And our website, in case you want to take a look and maybe catch a
Oh,
picture.
the menu on there?
Menu's on there.
Menu's on there,
Yep,
okay,
menu's
yeah,
on there.
yeah.
Take a look. And napkin for you. Nice. You can't even get it all in. It's revolutionkitchenboston.com. And that's it. We're here. We're cranking out sandwiches, and we want everybody to come down and check it out and get a taste.
You're going to do very well. Very well.
Good. What do you think? You like it?
Yes. Perfect.
Good.
The cheese is very, very good, you know what I mean? We always talk about Rob and these chefs being artistic, you know?
Yeah.
They are artistic. They want it to look good.
They want it to
you know?
look a certain
People eat
way.
with their eyes.
Yep. Alfred, look at it. I mean, yeah.
Yep.
No, like you said, it's a sandwich. And the bread, man, those guys, we use those guys down at Iggy's in Cambridge. If you ever had their bread, they're a real special bakery.
Really, yeah?
They got to be the best bakery in the city. Yeah, they just do a phenomenal job. So that's their rosemary focaccia bread on that sandwich, and it's killer.
We talked about the hours of operation.
Yep. Menu. You come down to, like, when it starts to get cool in the fall, this guy, Chef Rob, man, he's got 300 soups that he makes from scratch.
Really?
For
yeah.
real. Yeah. Changes his soups every week. New soups. So, you know, I know we're in New England and I know everybody loves chowder and this and that,
Yeah.
but he's got some real cool stuff that he does. So soups and salads, you know, nothing's out of a can. Everything's from scratch. Everything's made from the heart.
I think you have to make a... Rob.
Yes.
You got to make an issue of the tomato jam. You know what I mean? That's like something you can't get that anyway. You know,
That's right.
people
That's
come
right.
by and say, "Make me a sandwich and put some of that tomato jam on there." You know what I mean?
Heck
I mean,
yeah.
don't save it for one. little
That thing
you
too
know?
was almost. Yep. We kind of.
The sandwich, grilled scallions.
Oh man.
Tomato jam.
Yep. It's one of those things too that just kind of happened. You know, Robbie was making those tomatoes like always, and he goes, "Hey man," he goes, "What do you think if I like buzz them up and make it into a spread like on the sandwich? I think it'll work real well like on a sandwich instead of like a accompaniment to a dish." And like people are in love with it now. It's crazy good.
It just becomes something of its own. Like,
Yeah. Like you said, it's something different for sure. And we
jar
do.
that stuff up and sell it down to the moors. Huh?
They won't
Come
give
on.
us enough money for that. Come on.
Oh, well, maybe.
Maybe.
There's a lot of people eating in there.
And we do things too, like, you know, in the morning time, especially in the summer, we brew our own iced coffees, like the cold brew style of iced coffees. We do a couple different versions of that. We do fresh squeezed lemonade. You know, we do sweet tea that we make here in house. So, you know, we do some cool stuff in the front, away from the kitchen part of it, where, you know, some cool kind of
Yeah.
refreshing kind of beverages to go with your sandwich, with your lunch as well. And we got some people that are hooked on those iced coffees. You know, they're coming in twice a day to get all jazzed. We got the little jazzed up guy on the board there.
My wife seems to think she has to have a nice coffee at every minute.
Oh, yeah.
You know, okay, get me a nice coffee. Do you want anything while I'm out? An iced coffee. Jesus, yeah, okay.
Spend all your money on the iced
Yeah,
coffee.
that's right, they do. Now,
You want to try this knuckle
I
sandwich?
want to
here?
try this knuckle sandwich before.
Trade
yeah.
'em.
Whoa, baby. Now, the base, the mayonnaise has what in it?
Grilled scallions. Grilled
All
scallions.
right, see?
Yep.
Ah, this guy's inventive. You guys are
Oh, yeah.
inventive, right? We're not going to just have plain sandwiches.
That guy fell over there. Oh, there it goes.
There it is.
Yeah.
The other reason why it's called your knuckle sandwich.
There he is. That's it. Well, it's dripping down your face.
That's the reason it's called a knuckle sandwich, right there. So as soon as you bite into it, it just becomes water, which makes the beef very, very tender. Very good. A nice little bite to it too, yeah?
Yep. That tiny bit of heat, right?
Yeah.
That's another thing too. Those pickles, you know, we make our own pickles.
Oh, that's
here.
right too. The pickles are in the sandwich.
Two different
That's right,
kinds.
too, yeah.
Those are the jalapeno and dill ones there, and then the bread and butter come with every sandwich, and we serve them as a side dish too. If a couple of people come in and, you know, they're always buying the pickles. You know. Look, he doesn't have too much to say. He's just mowing away. It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
When I go home, I write the, what do you want for supper? I say, a knuckle sandwich.
It's better than your grandfather's knuckle
She'll say,
sandwich.
yeah, I know it. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, there's some
Right?
truth to
You
that.
have a knuckle
yeah.
sandwich here from your
Yeah.
grandfather. You take it here.
Yeah.
It won't end well the other way. Nice. But you know, it's something different. It's something a little out of the ordinary for around here, I
There's
think.
no question about it. There's no question about it.
That's what we wanted to do. We didn't want to come in and be the same as every other guy on the street.
And I think that if you come in here and you order that sandwich right there,
Yeah.
and you have a half an hour for lunch, you're gonna finish that sandwich. You don't need any more.
No.
You don't need any more. And this one here is the same. You don't need any more.
don't need any more.
No, very good. This bread's pretty good too.
Oh yeah, man. You can't have a great sandwich without great bread. There's no question. That those guys, they come in 5 o'clock every single day. Every day it comes in fresh. We never. That's it. First day bread every day. Again, too, we do have. I know that you had asked about the gluten-free thing, and we do have gluten-free rolls available for guests who have an allergy, a gluten allergy. You know, if somebody needs something modified, you know, for dairy or whatever it might be that they can't eat, we're happy. We go out of our way to make sure people get a chance to try the food and to come and enjoy themselves and to accommodate them. So, you know, our background is in restaurants in Boston and Cambridge and Somerville, and you know, between all of us, we've got 50 years of restaurant experience. We're always looking out for everybody and making sure that they're happy and their well-being first. So the allergy thing is very important to us. That being said, if you don't have to modify it, eat it that way because it's delicious.
That's right. It's delicious. There's
Yep.
no question. Yeah.
But certainly, if somebody needs us to do something, we'll do whatever we can to make it happen for them.
Well, I think you've done a good job so far.
That's
The
it.
sandwich is perfect. You like to look at the ambience. You come in, you get a sandwich in the morning, you look around. It's not a cold place. You know,
Yeah.
You're on your way to work. Jesus, do I have to go in there to get
Yeah.
a sandwich? You know what I mean? You come in, get the kids are working.
Oh yeah, music's on.
Everybody's going on.
You
The
know?
music's on. Doesn't get any better.
No, it make you feel. You want people to, like, this is 10 minutes away or half an hour away from their desk or whatever it is. Like, you want them to come here and be like excited to go, not like, I gotta go to lunch. Like, that's time away from work. Like, clear your mind, go have lunch and enjoy yourself. That's the whole idea of what we're trying to do.
That's right.
You know, come like enjoy yourself for half an hour and relax and hang out with us. Yeah.
I'd be wearing this if I was.
I was gonna get you a bib, but we don't have any bibs.
I'd be wearing this over. But as usual, if I got my old clothes on, I wouldn't care. You know what I mean? A guy comes in, he's working all day long, comes on driving a truck. Well, I care if I get it all over me.
That's it.
Good night.
That's it. Oh man, and you see some of these guys in the truck, they pull up and they take it to go, but they don't get out of the driveway before you see them out of the box in the driver's seat in the truck, you know, getting the sandwich. They can't make it 100 yards down the road.
Well, Michael, I appreciate your invitation to come
Thank
up
you,
here.
sir.
You're on the right track. You guys are doing a great job. And I'm sure once the show is aired, people are going to come in and say,
Good.
I saw this on TV,
That's what I'm
and I
talking
want
about.
to try one of them knuckle sandwiches, or one of them other
They're better.
sandwiches, whatever they like,
Yeah.
whatever you feel like. Because when I say, that somebody told me that the best pulled pork sandwich in the state is right here on Merrimack Street, that goes a long way to say how things are going. So thanks again.
Thank you.
Next time.